Alright, so we're going to start off with our base, and today I'm using the Makeup Revolution foundation stick in the shade F6, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Quite a lot. And then I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of the Garnier BB cream. This is just going to sheer it out a little bit and also make it a little bit more blendable. Even though it is very blendable, I just like the way these two combinations work together. So I'm just going to apply like a pea size amount onto my beauty blender, not much at all. And I'm just going to disperse it across my face and then start blending. Okay, so now that our base is all even and smooth, I think we're going to go in with some powder, and I'm only going to powder underneath my eyes because I am going to go in with a cream contour and bronzer, and obviously it's a cream product, so we don't want to put it over powder. And also putting the powder under our eyes also just catch any fallout from the eyeshadow that we may experience while doing our eyes. So today I'm going to be using the Yardley Absolute Translucent Powder. This is what it looks like. I really do enjoy this drugstore powder. And I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just dab a little bit. I'm also just applying the powder in the lid like this. And I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to apply quite a generous amount under my eyes so that we can wipe away the powder once we finish with the eyes. And you also want to powder your lids as well. To apply a little bit more so you can actually see the powder under my eyes. Like so. We're going to look a bit crazy and we're going to be doing a little bit of baking, but it's all going to be worth it in the end and it's going to look beautiful. So while this is baking and setting, we're going to go in with the eyes. And I thought today would be so fun if we played with, just wait, some Goldy green eyeshadow and create a really stunning look with this. These are my inspiration for today's look. So I'm so excited to get stuck into these and create a look. So we're also going to be using the Morphe 35P palette. It's got some gorgeous browns and neutral shades in here that we're going to use in the crease for our transition shade. So down, sorry, my palette is so beat up because it's really well loved, but on the bottom right hand corner here, we're going to go in with this very warm toned neutral kind of brown tone and just sweep that across the crease of our eyes. And for that I'm going to be using a fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to tap off the excess and I'm going to go into my crease. Now you want to go in very lightly with the color and build up till the opacity that you want. Because if you go in with a ton of color at once, it's going to be such a mess to blend out and it's not going to look as neat and precise as you want it. So going in with a little bit of product at a time is really key and essential to getting that really smoky, blown out, very blended look. So I'm just going to keep on blending. take a big fluffy brush like this as well with no product on it, and what I'm going to do is kind of just gently run it on the edges of my eyeshadow and just blend them out so that they're not so harsh. See how they kind of just soften the edges a bit? And don't worry if you blend your eyeshadow too high up to your eyebrow. We're going to clean that up, and we're going to put a very light creamy shade over there to define the brows and also just clean up if we've gone a bit too far. Then I'm going to take that same brown shadow that we've just blended into our crease, and I'm going to use the small tapered brush, and I'm going to apply the product underneath my eyes. I like a very blown out smoky under eye. I think it's quite sexy and it's just sultry, so I really like to do this. You don't have to go as full blown and low as I'm going on the lower lash line. You do you boo, and you do as much or as little as you want. That's the beauty about makeup, is that it's, you know, it's up to you. It's your preference on what you want to do. It's, you know, if wearing a bold black smoky eye every day makes you feel beautiful and that's what you want to do, then by all means do it. I'm so for everyone just doing what they want. Like, I'm probably going to go to my local supermarket after this with a green Goldy smoky eye, but I'm doing me, and that's all that matters. Alright, next step is we're going to create a cut crease, and for that we're going to carve out a portion of the eyelid with this flat brush with some concealer or foundation, whatever you have. And let me show you. Let me just get some foundation. And I'm just going to dip my brush in that and make sure not to have too much product. And what you're going to do is such a great trick, is you're going to apply like a little swipe of concealer or foundation, and you're going to look up, and you see how it's transferred to there. That's where you know how high you need to go with your cut crease, because if you didn't do that and you kind of just left it here, when you open your eyes you're not going to see the shadow that we're going to put there first of all, and if you did put something like glitter or something and it transferred, it just wouldn't look very nice. So you want to make sure that you're putting your product up into your crease, so you can see that when my eyes are open you can see that line there. So you're just going to go straight up till that line. Keep my mirror, and you're just going to, you're not going to go right out till the end of your eye. You're going to kind of leave it where your pupil like ends, like your eyeball, the colored part of your eyeball ends, and you're just going to conceal the rest of your eyelid. And you really want to take your time with this, don't rush. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to do the next side. So make sure that your cut creases look similar and the same, because you don't want one higher than the other. And then we're going to apply this ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the color Telepathy. Ooh, Hope you guys are reading my vibes. And I'm going to not set this with powder because I kind of wanted to have a little bit of that tacky base in order for this to stick really nicely. It is a stunning, stunning color. Like, look how gorgeous that is. I'm so excited to put this on my eyes. So I think I'm going to go in first with applying this with my finger, and then if I need more precision, which I probably will, I'll go in with a small flat brush, but I'll show you. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush just to get a little bit more precision. I'm going to use this Carla flat brush. Okay, so that's looking so cool. I'm so happy with the way it's turning out so far. Next, I'm going to apply this greeny gold. It's got like specks of gold shimmer in it. And I'm going to apply it just on the outer corner and see how that looks. I might not like it, but we'll give it a go. And I'm just going to take another small flat fluffy shader brush. Just on the outer corner to give it a little bit of a different color green dimension. I feel like it's very subtle, but it just adds a little something. A little bit like dark on the outer corner, I'm going to go in with my Morphe palette and I'm going to take this third shade from the bottom, and it's quite a cool tone brown, which I think goes quite nicely with the green. So I'm going to just apply that very sparingly because it's quite pigmented, and I'm just going to apply it on the outer corner. You can go back in with that green shade that we used on the outer corner and kind of just blend the black in with the green, just kind of make everything a little bit seamless. And then just to give a little pop in the inner corner, I'm going to go back in with the Super Shock shadow from Colourbob. Such a mouthful. And I'm going to apply that under the eyes right here. And kind of blend it into those two shadows that we've blended on the lower lash line. I think that looks so nice. Now you see all that fallout that's come from the shadows? Watch. You're going to take your clean, like fluffy brush, and you're just going to whoops away. Magic. It is so important to do this if you're going to be doing like a smoky eye using color, or you know, darker colors. Yeah, boom. Now we haven't ruined our foundation. So I'm going to come back to the eyes just now. I just want to focus on the skin a little bit more. Alright, I've got this new Revolution Contour Pro HD Cream Contour in the shade Light Medium Contour Kit, and I thought that we would give it a little go today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with maybe a combination of this shade and that shade. So it's a little bit cooler tone, a little bit warmer tone, and kind of use it as my bronzer and contour all in one. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to dip it in here and just mix the colors. Oh, I'm nervous. And then I think I'll tap it on the back of my hand as well, just so I don't get too much product. And then we're just going to contour. I think that's beautiful. Very natural. It's natural. So as you can see, this side, that side, definitely looks better on this side. So I'm going to do the same for the other. I may have used a little bit too much. They're super easy to blend out, which is so nice. I'm just going to apply some down the bridge of my nose as a little natural contour. Alright, I think that looks so beautiful, so natural, and it just like enhances your features in a more natural way. So now we're going to set the entire face, and for that I'm going to use the same powder that we used under the eyes. I'm just going to put some in my lid. And I'm just going to take the other side of the beauty blender and I'm going to just lightly powder my face. Okay, now that everything is nice and set, we're going to go in with a powder bronzer. And today I'm going to be using the MAC. I think it's the Mineralized Skin Finish. I can't exactly see the shade name. I think it's in Sun Power. I've used it so much that the name on the back has actually worn off. It's a very beautiful, very warm tone. And I'm just going to use this Makeup Revolution powder brush. I've really been enjoying this for a more natural bronzer. And because we already have that cream bronzer underneath, we don't need to go ham. We just need to kind of set it and just enhance it a little bit. And now to kind of just chisel out the cheeks even more so we look snatched, I'm going to take the bottom of my Real Techniques Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm going to dip it in the powder. Like so, like a generous amount, and I'm going to go straight underneath the contour and kind of just clean it up and make it a little bit more pronounced. Like so. There we go. And while this sits and bakes, we're going to apply a little bit of blush, and today I'm going to be using the Revolution blush palette in Hot Spice. And I think we're just going to kind of just swirl my brushes in a couple of colors, nothing too specific. Beautiful. And I think the perfect highlighter shade would be this one, also from Makeup Revolution. It's the Strobe Highlighter in the color Magnitude, and this is stunning because it's got a yellowy undertone, so it would go perfectly with the green kind of gold eyes that we have going on. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this. And also in the inner corner of the eyes, just to awaken them and make them pop even more. I think this, oh yes, oh yes, this against the green is just the perfect combination. Alright, I'm going to apply some mascara, and today I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express mascara. Just going to give my eyes a light coating of this. And for brows, we're going to use the e.l.f. brow pencil, and I think this is in the shade Taupe, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't tell me the name on the packaging. You're joking! I just opened it and my little bit of brow pencil just decided to snap off, and I don't have any more. Oh dear. Alright, well, change of plan then. We will use a brown eyeshadow from our Morphe palette. I have done this before and it works out perfectly as well. So I'll just go in with this cool toned brown shadow over here, and I'll fill in my brows very lightly with that. I will use the back of my e.l.f. brow pencil to just comb my eyebrows. And I'm just using a angled eyeshadow brush. So our brows are on and the full face of makeup is also on. So the last step is for lips. And I kind of want to be a little bit daring and maybe go for a super bold lip, even though our eyes are quite a lot. Maybe we should just give it a try. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Vixen. And let's just see how this goes. This might be like super vampy, but... So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I think it's actually perfect for Coachella that's happening at the moment. It's quite festival inspired, and I really love the way the lip looks with the eyes. I think it's a very bold move, but I think it's super wearable, and I would totally wear this. If you wanted to amp up the look even more, you could apply some false lashes. That would look absolutely stunning. But today I'm just going to keep it a little bit au naturel, if I can even use that word, with this makeup look. But I love it. I would really appreciate if you guys could like and subscribe to this video and leave any comments down below what you think of this makeup look. If you're going to Coachella, let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!